Now I know this video is a bit out of season and I should be talking about this more around Halloween time, but I've been playing this game so much that I just need to finally talk about it. Phasmophobia originally released only on the PC on September 18th, 2020. Phasmophobia is a game that takes you and or 3 other friends where you must go into a haunted house and discover the type of ghost that is inhabiting this location. Through the use of items and equipment, you will find evidence that will help you in your discovery towards what type of ghost is in this house. I remember playing this game quite a bit when it first released and how fun it was to get in some shenanigans with friends. However, as time went on, those friends just stopped playing video games on PC altogether and I had no one to play with. Most of my friends played on console anyway and didn't want to play Phasmophobia anymore until it released on console. It was not until October of 2024 that we finally got an announcement that it was making its way to PlayStation 5 and Xbox, along with it also being cross-platform. This got me and the boys hyped up to start playing some Phasmo again after all these years. Ever since its release in 2020 and now with a fully complete game 4 years later, how do I feel about Phasmophobia now? I cannot put this game down. Phasmophobia is an addicting game where the satisfaction of discovering the ghost type is like a drug. At the beginning, my friends and I had no idea what we were doing. We were taking equipment and putting them in places where they had no business being in. We made assumptions on how certain mechanics worked and were completely wrong about them. It got to the point where we kept failing after every contract that we were eventually just about to give up. But once we finally figured out what the ghost was for our very first time, it was at that point that we would start understanding how the game is played and start successfully completing more and more contracts. You get money for things you do on each contract that you complete. Even if you do not discover the ghost type correctly, you can still earn money for doing certain things like taking pictures or completing the bonus objectives. The way you progress is by earning money at the end of each contract. The money you earn is essentially the XP that you get in order to level up. The money that you acquire can be used to replenish your equipment or by upgrading certain items. Now, if you are working on a contract and you die, all of the equipment that you bought is lost and you have to rebuy them. All of the money that you earned through that contract is also now decreased by 50%. There is a total of 13 maps to choose from, ranging from normal sized houses, campgrounds, a prison, an abandoned high school, and an insane asylum. It is best to explore the bigger maps with a group of friends, because trying to discover where the ghost is hiding can take forever with just one person. Over the time, as you level up, you will acquire new items and equipment to use on your investigations. You get a total of 20 items, with each item being able to upgrade to 3 tiers. This gives so much incentive to keep playing, as it is so exciting to being able to utilize better equipment to see how much better and faster you can be at discovering the ghost type. This gives so much incentive to keep playing, as it is so exciting to be able to utilize better equipment to see how much better and faster you can be at discovering the ghost type. Each map that you play, there is one of 5 cursed objects on the map that you can use. Sometimes the cursed objects can help you in discovering the ghost location with a Ouija board or a mirror. You can pull tarot cards, which can give you different outcomes depending on the card you pull, like bringing your sanity all the way back up to 100% or immediately starting a ghost hunt, which is fun for nobody. You can even light up a summoning circle. At the beginning of each contract, you are spawned in your truck that is parked right outside of the location you will be investigating. In the truck is where all of your equipment is available to utilize for the investigation. You have a monitor that you can watch through if you place cameras inside that you can watch from the safety of your truck. You have a bulletin board that provides you with the bonus objectives that you can complete to earn more money, and this is also where all the pictures that you take with your camera will appear. The TV screens to the side of it will also provide with blueprints of the location you are investigating, and beneath that is your sanity bar. Your sanity is very important to keep track of. The longer that you are in the haunted house, the more your sanity will decrease. The more your sanity decreases, increases the chance of ghost events, which is simply just the ghost trying to scare you or starting a ghost hunt. Once the ghost starts hunting, the front door is locked and now you and your friends must find a place to hide. If the ghost finds you, you are dead. Once you are dead, you are now a ghost yourself and your friends can no longer hear you via the in-game voice chat. Speaking of which, if you plan on getting this game, make sure to play it with the in-game voice chat enabled. It is proximity chat, so if you end up being too far away from your friends, you can use the in-game radios to speak through, which can create a great immersion to play with. Now, the PC version of this game is the only one that can utilize the in-game voice chat to speak with the ghosts to try and get it to do things or respond to you. But the developers did say that they are currently working on a way to get that implemented in the console version soon. Phasmophobia is a great video game. It can get to a point that once you start playing it enough, the scares just no longer affect you anymore, but it is still the satisfaction of discovering the ghost type correctly that keeps the fun going every time. Some of my friends call me nuts because I actually love playing this game by myself now, just because I am no longer afraid of the jump scares anymore. They get me sometimes, but it's not enough anymore to just stop me from playing the single player. But this game is definitely the best with some friends. There are some maps that are way too similar to each other and wish there was a bit more variety. The developers did state that they are working on fixing that soon with future updates, and I am hoping for more and more smaller maps to play in, just because the larger maps just simply take way too long to complete sometimes and isn't worth it in the end when you could have completed a smaller map twice in the time that it takes to complete a larger map. That's just me though. If you haven't played Phasmophobia yet, definitely give it a shot. It is only $20 and it is some of the best $20 you will spend on a video game if you love ghosts and haunted houses. Guys, my name is Pedro Ordonez, also known as GameLight7. Please subscribe, comment, like, thumbs up, do whatever you guys can to support this channel. Let me know what you guys would like to see me talk about in my future videos, and I will see you guys next time in my next video. Peace out.